Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the William & Mary at Springfield College meet today on February 16th. We are so excited. It's at the Dana Gymnasium, Springfield versus William & Mary, held in Springfield, Massachusetts. Today, you got myself, Asad Jooma, and two-time Olympian Akash Modi commentating the meet. We're so excited to bring you guys some fun commentary, talk about the guys, the fun gymnastics that they're doing, and really just give you an inside look at what's going on today. So the two teams that are competing, we do have Springfield, coached by Matthew Davis, and Kale Donnelly, Norm Bullrice, and Dante Cecile. These guys are powerhouse, and we know that they're going to be showing up today, so we're really, really excited to see them. Their average for the year is a 301.5, and their high of the year is a 305.3. I really think that they'll be able to beat that today. They're in their home arena. They're really going to be showing out today. They got to make a statement, so we'll see what they can do. And following them, we do have William & Mary, coached by Mike Powell and Bo Morris. I do know Mike Powell personally. He is a wonderful man, and I know for a fact he's going to be putting out a show today with his team. These guys have been, honestly, a powerhouse for quite some time. William & Mary has really done a great job over the past, 20, 30, 40 years, as a team, and they're continuing to go strong. So we're excited to see the kind of gymnastics that they're putting out today. They had a little bit of a travel up to Springfield today, but their scores for the year, the average is a 300.513 and a high of a 306. So it does look like William & Mary does have a little bit of a higher score of this year. We'll see. I mean, these guys are pretty evenly matched up. We'll see what they can put up. But again, just wanted to introduce my my co-host for the day, Akash Modi. How you feeling today, man?
Feeling good. I'm excited. I don't know how much of the ECAC you've been following this year, but it is looking wide open. Every single team is just, on point. And we've had a lot of meets between these teams this year, and they've just been going back and forth on who wins, who loses. I think this is going to be an extremely exciting meet and extremely tight.
I think it'll be extremely tight too. I do agree with that. I mean, with their highs of the year being just 1 point apart from each other, we're really going to see some good competition.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
With the Akash, with the addition of the two new schools, Simpson uh
And Greenville,
and Greenville, are they both also in the NCAA?
they
Sorry, in
are.
the ECAC. Sorry, in the ECAC.
Yes, yes, they are.
Yeah, okay. Because
And
I know before. Sorry, continue.
I'm just saying it's extremely impressive. Greenville's been a team for 3 years now. I think this is their third season, and they are really in contention to be in the top three or even take the title for the conference championship. So it's a like I said, this conference is heating up, and I think it's going to be the most exciting conference in the country.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready for it. I want to see these guys take a couple teams to the NCAA championships this year. I think that'll be really really fun.
Absolutely.
Does it look like the meet has already? No, no, no. They're still warming up. Okay, we're
Yeah,
good.
he's just someone over there practicing their scale. That's probably the hardest skill in the routine now.
I was gonna ask you, what are your thoughts on the FIG adding the scale into the floor routine?
I mean, if I was still competing, I wouldn't be a huge fan, but now that I'm just spectating, I love it.
Yeah. All right, so look, we got first up, we do have Will Wilson from Springfield. I have seen him several times before. He is powerful. So I think this is going to be a good first floor routine to start off with.
Yeah, I think that just shows the strength of these teams. I mean, these first guys are powerhouses, like you're saying. Usually start off with your most consistent, maybe lower start value guy, but they're starting, swinging right out the bat.
Wait, speaking of starting, did you see how we started that routine with a
Yeah,
scale?
I know.
That was crazy.
Hardest skill in the routine. Got to get it out of the way.
All right, that was a beautiful double double though. I did like that.
It floated right to a stick.
So now that they moved it down to 8 skills, I mean, it looks like these guys really have the opportunity to add so much more difficulty into these floor routines. I mean, really across the board, but specifically on floor. So I mean, like, I've seen like a plethora of different dismounts. We'll see what this guy puts up today.
Yeah, and interesting is you do have to dismount with a double flipping skill, which makes things pretty hard. Great that they drop down to 8 skills. Here it comes. Double back, almost stick. Huge though.
Right to his feet. No, with them taking it down, it does feel like, I mean, we've been seeing like a resurgence of these double pike dismounts on floor. I mean, that's typically an NCAA women's skill, but it's kind of cool to see that transfer over.
Yeah, they have been upgraded this quad, so they're a D value now, which is why you're probably seeing a bunch more of them.
That actually makes sense.
Um,
Okay, looks like we got Ricky Pizem on pommel for William Mary, anchor, oh not anchoring, starting off.
he looks to be a little taller, so he's got a pretty nice line. Beautiful one pommel
Nice.
work.
Swinging well, just a small little leg separation, but he's keeping it pretty consistent.
And popped it up. Wow, that was some great rhythm, great flow.
Those were two good starting points for both the teams today.
Yeah,
We got Mike Powell smiling over there.
what's your opinion of the scale, Assad?
Um, I, as someone who is not very coordinated or good at balance, I do think that it throws a little bit of a wrench in the floor routine, but I think it forces some of these guys to really to focus in on something really important, which is balance and stability. So I think that and it also gives the guys a place to breathe. So I do think that that is one great addition, right? Because if they're going to do a big dismount, they want to take a second to just compose themselves and get that breath in. So maybe if that's how they're using it, I could see how it could be really beneficial.
Yeah, I think that was the one of the intents was to get rid of pauses, long empty pauses between right before the dismount. And
But you know as well as I do, we took those pauses to the max.
oh
We,
yeah,
we would that little arm swing on the side, try to get that still movement, but being able to get your breath.
definitely, absolutely. There was like you have 2 seconds in in a position. I was like counting to 1.99, making sure I maximize that extra time before I'm ready for the dismount.
For what was the last dismount that you competed on floor? Was it
Triple full. I
triple?
competed triple full since what was it, sophomore year of high school, and never changed that dismount.
Never changed it.
Nope.
No, we'll see. Some of these guys have. I mean, do you see? We got Cameron Nelson from Ohio doing a double dismount. You got a couple guys that are
Yeah.
doing like double layout dismounts. Honestly, these guys are like they're putting up some big skills at the end, which
Yeah.
for me is really exciting. I do like seeing those high flying tumbling skills at the end of the routine.
It is really cool. And what's interesting about this code is that um, dismounts are double value basically. So you get the element group. The value for the element group is the value of the dismount that you did, except for floor, unfortunately, where you don't get that double value. I think they don't want to have people trying, I don't know, triple backs as dismounts. Um, but we're still seeing these high flying dismounts, and that's why on all the other events you're seeing people going for triple backs on rings, triple pikes on high bar. These huge dismounts to get that extra value.
No, I do want to talk to you more about so that you're saying that it's double the value of the dismount. So it's a D dismount. You get four plus what, two for the skill, or is it five for the skill?
So you get 4 for the skill because it's a D value, and then for the element group you also get 4. So then
Okay.
if you do an F dismount, you get 6 for the skill and you get 6 for the element group. That's 4/10 of a swing above a D.
No, that makes a big difference. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense on why these guys are doing some bigger, especially on rings and high bar.
Yeah. But also, let's see this nice V. I'm a huge fan of the V's and manas. One of my favorite skills.
Put that triple right to his feet. Yeah, they're adding it in as the line before their dismount now.
Yeah. It's a solid D value skill. Not too hard. You can get a good landing. Just do a triple full before the dismount now. Do a scale. And then, oh, double tug. Almost stick again. Those sticks
Uh,
really add up too. There's a stick bonus, not just in NCAA gymnastics now. It's also in the FIG gymnastics. So,
that is new. Well, Rijkaard just
mhm.
put up a great floor routine. I saw that fun little celebration at the end. I did like that.
Yep.
We got Jared Neumann from William Mary up next on pommel.
He grew up at the Stanford Boys Club, so I've seen him grow up. Um, as a little kid, he was just a little kid when I started at Stanford, and now he's through his career at William and Mary. Let's see him in Palmer.
That's honestly pretty fun for you to be able to see. Does that make you feel a little bit old?
Yeah, definitely. But it's awesome.
No, honestly, I feel that way whenever I see these guys now. Oh, he's got a good swing. He's
Oh
extended.
yeah, beautiful flares too. Nice C flare travel right into the Magyar.
But you can hear the guys in the background just yelling their lungs off. That's so much fun. That hype of the meet. That's why he just had such good rhythm. His team was just hyping him on,
Oh
knowing that
yeah,
was a great routine.
Palmer's tough to start on. You got a lot of nerves. Any other event, you can kind of shake those nerves off, and then once you get to pommel horse, you can breathe. But if you're starting on horse, you have all those nerves. You're shaking a lot, but 2 routines out of 4 so far, and I mean, I didn't notice a single mistake on any of them. So
I will give you that. Wait, so what are your thoughts on this 4 up 4 count lineup throughout the entire season, right? 'Cause when you were going, or when we were going, right, it was 5 up 4 count for the first couple meets, and then it jumped down to the 4 up 4 count, or was it 5 up? But either way, we had
it,
one extra routine.
yeah, it was 6 up 5 count until Winter Cup, and then after Winter Cup, it was 5 up 5 count. It tightens things a lot. Not just, I mean, we're dropping down from 5 to 4, and it's 4 up 4 count all season long. Um, it's tough,
I mean,
especially
I was gonna say that gives these guys not that big of an opportunity to really make a statement for themselves, especially the older guys. They're taking up a lot of these lineup spots.
yeah, it definitely makes it tough for the younger guys, and single event specialists to get their spot.
True. What do you think the main reason was? I'm sure you have a little bit of insight.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was mostly to kind of package a whole competition into an hour and a half and make it more TV friendly. Just
That makes sense. Because
you
our
drop a
armies used to
routine.
be like 3 hours long. I mean, sometimes when you had like a few guys exhibitioning, you'd have 7, 8 guys going on one rotation.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a minimum of a 2-hour competition. Um, you know, 2.5, like you're saying, if you're starting to put in these all rounders exhibition routines, sometimes judges take a while. Yeah, things add up. So now I think they're really trying to tighten it down to just hour and a half.
I like it. I saw a couple of the other meets. I think one of the Simpson meets yesterday was streamed on ESPN Plus. It was I think it was Simpson, Michigan, and Oklahoma, I believe.
Yeah,
But it's cool to see like that big of a show when it comes to men's gymnastics in the NCAA. I'm loving that they're getting so much more exposure.
yeah, absolutely. It's good to see TV picking up these competitions.
And then Michael Dalton from Springfield also starting off with a scale on his floor routine. This is going to be such a fun trend to watch this year. I can't wait to see one of the FIG guys at one of these international comps do that at the beginning. Oh man, it's okay. He's picking it right back up. He's going to finish off this routine good.
Yep. And
Ooh,
3.5.
that was a 3.5. Whoa, that's an E, right?
That is an E. And then the triple down the side. Wow.
Okay, Dalton, let's see what you got.
Two and a half. Branny.
Thing, Akash, is that we're not seeing too much of connection passes anymore.
Yeah.
Like these guys are just doing big, big one tumbling passes.
Yeah. So to get the connection bonus, one of your skills needs to either be double flipping or not have a twist. So you need to do like a front layout as one of your connection skills, or a double flip, or like a back whip as one of your connection skills.
So you couldn't do like a front full double front?
There, front full double front, yeah, because you have the double flipping skill, you'll get bonus. But a front full punch, triple full will not get a bonus.
So okay, so no twisting. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Luke Tully here, triple Russian on pommel. Whoa, and he got that flare dismount. I like that.
William Mary is really putting up these like long line, beautiful looking pommel horse routines. I'm loving it.
No, they found their niche. They're running with it this year.
Absolutely.
I remember one year, I want to say it was 2018 NCAAs. They literally 12 of their individual guys qualified, but not as a team. So they had a full team at NCAAs, but they weren't there as a team. So I'm really hoping that they are able to do that this year.
Yeah. I'm hoping they're able to get a full team. That would be huge.
No, that would be big for these guys.
But yeah, I mean, they clearly have a lot of individual events potential, and you add that all up, that becomes a huge team potential. And it's showed up in a lot of these meets this year. They've won a few, and
No,
they're making a statement.
that the guy that went first, and so that we had two. So Will Wilson from Springfield and Caleb Palacio, also from Springfield. Both of them, you're gonna know they're both like powerhouses on both floor and vault. I think it was Will Wilson who did massive double front on vault. I'm actually excited for you to see it, Akash. Like he like it is one of the biggest double fronts I have seen on that event in a long time. So I'm like really pumped for that event to come through.
All right, you got me excited now.
No, but Caleb will put up a decent routine on floor today. He's just just going through the motions right now.
Oh yeah, I mean if he's got a monstrous double front on vault, his floor routine's gonna be great too, and he's anchoring, so he's gotta be the routine to watch. He's gonna have to get into his bubble and kind of focus in. Michael Dalton did have that unfortunate fall first pass last routine. He did pick it up right afterwards. Huge 3.5. Next pass, good landing. It was
That
it
was
was
a
fun.
big 3.5.
Yeah, I bet he's trying to add another half to that.
Dude, I wanna see some of these NCAA guys compete with like the Japanese university kids. Like those guys are nuts when
Oh yeah,
it comes to their connections on floor.
yep. It looks like they're on a trampoline or a tumble track or something. They're
No,
bouncing
you
around.
see what I'm talking about, like the double and a half punch like for Randy.
I know what you're
Like
talking about.
that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how their Achilles handle it, but okay, no, it looks like Caleb is up right now. We'll see what he throws.
Beautiful. Full double front. There's that connection bonus. 1/10 to C to a D. Double.
Nah, he's
Perfect
got
form. You can see
he's got
those
some
knees
power
like
to him.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. His knees were glued together on both that double and the double front.
Yeah.
I love the flare work on floor.
Yeah. It looks really nice. Gives that like dynamism that personally I don't think Russian skills really do.
Nah, on floor, not as much. I think it gives that little pizzazz, or if you will, a flair to their floor routine. Sorry.
But
Oop, following suit, double back dismount, does it well. Finishes up great for Springfield on floor.
that was big. I think he kicked out upside down on that. There is no lack of prep deduction on that one.
I'm sure throughout the season he might end up changing that to a full in or something.
Yeah. Full in, double pike, double layout maybe? Who knows?
Who knows? Okay, next up on pommel, we got Gavin Zaborski for William and Mary. Also a longer guy on pommel.
Nice flops.
I love when you can see the extension when they're doing the Magyar Savato.
Yeah. Get those hips rising.
he
Whoa.
did the flare up. He went for it.
Yep. Almost slipped his left hand and fell off on that, but it worked.
Nah, he stayed on.
I mean,
that was a solid ending for Pommel.
Yeah, this is a huge rotation for William and Mary. It wasn't just 4 for 4. It was like a slammed it 4 for 4.
I mean, look at that Springfield with some pretty decent floor routines. 37.5. William Mary on Pommel coming out literally 3/10 below on
Yeah.
a much lower scoring like event. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Springfield is ahead after the first rotation, but we'll see what William Mary does after they head up on floor. Oh wait, no, sorry. I guess we're missing. No, we're still missing both those scores.
Yeah. missing the final scores. I do think Caleb's routine was, he hit it at the park.
Pretty high flying.
Going to be a pretty good score. And pommel is, it was a fantastic routine. It's just hard to score high. So
yeah,
we will see what these final scores are.
Did they make any different changes to the pommel code?
There's a few.
Not that I know of, right? Like what else did they change this year?
You're not allowed to do more than 4 flaring skills. So you're gonna see, there's not too many NCAA routines I can think of that had more than 4 flaring skills before.
Yeah.
But maybe
I
FIG.
I know I was gonna say Fred from Michigan. He has quite a bit of flair in his routine. So does Paul Judah.
Yeah, but still, 4 skills is now it's half your routine.
Yeah,
and
true.
the dismount is not included in those 4 skills. So technically, you could have 5 skills in your routine that are flared. 1 scissor.
Wait, so when you say that 8th skill, the dismount doesn't count as the 8th skill, or it does?
Yes, the dismount has to count as the 8th skill.
As the 8th skill, okay.
So if you don't do a dismount, you make a mistake or something, you have no credit for a dismount skill, you only count 7 skills. The 8th skill always has to count as the dismount has to be the 8th skill.
Okay. That makes sense. No, I mean, like, it's so interesting seeing the new score. I mean, especially with them lowering vault as well by another 4/10, it's been throwing me off quite a bit.
Yeah. Yep. The scores are even lower now. Do you remember the good old days when you used to be able to get like a 16-1 on vault?
No, I remember when I was back at, I don't know if you know the competition Flip Fest or Ozone here in Tennessee. I was probably maybe middle school, maybe like a freshman in high school at this time, and I was watching all the big guys do their meets, and I'm sitting in the stands, and this kid, he massive, I want to say it was a triple on vault, I believe. He was one of the only guys doing it at the time, and he sticks it great. Mom gets up. That's my son, 16.1. That's ingrained in my head, and I just remember that. I loved it. Ugh. But yeah, no. My point was, the 16 scores on vault, that was crazy.
Yep. Bring me back. I don't know, something about hitting 16 sounds so cool. And now, a 14.5 is nice, but it doesn't hit as much as a 16.
I think it was either Kohei or Nikita, but one of them, they put up like 2 16s one of their meets, and that was a crazy thing to watch at that time.
Yeah.
Wait, when you were competing, did you ever go on any rotations with either one of
them? I guess I competed at Worlds against both of them in 2018, and I competed right before Kohei on high bar at Worlds 2018.
That must have been so intimidating, but kind of really fun.
It was awesome. It was really cool. There were a lot of big names on that team. Kohei, Yusuke Tanaka, Kenzo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, my scariest moment, it was in Croatia. I was in lineup with Marion, so my idol, like Marion Dragulescu.
Yeah.
It was him on vault, and then right after him was Igor. And then it was me doing a handspring front half. It was the most embarrassing vault lineup of my life.
These guys are adding a whole flip to the wall you're doing.
No, literally. One of the coolest meets I did get to watch though was I got to see Miyachi in person doing that, the actual Miyachi on high bar. That was insane person. I'm excited to see Fred throw the double in his high bar routine in the NCAA this year.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
We could see the Brett Schneider.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I competed, it was like the Stuttgart meet at 2013 or 14 or something. I competed floor right before Brett Schneider competed as Brett Schneider for the name. That was pretty cool.
Really?
Too.
Oh, you were at that meet?
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay. That's some lore, man. That's really cool. Wait, was that the one? Did he fall once or twice in that meet, or did he catch it first time?
No, he caught that one first time.
He caught it first time. Do you remember what's that skill? It's the Gaylord, but with a full twist.
The Kudanov, Misha Kudanov.
The Kudanov. Kids, I know he got up like 3 times to do it. I'm pretty sure it was at Worlds. But he got it named after him, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, he's a former Ohio State gymnast.
Really? Wait, I
Yep.
did not know that.
Yeah,
God, you have so much international representation within FIG. Sorry, within
absolutely.
the NCAA. Like it's just
Absolutely.
really cool to see. There were
Yeah.
there were two guys this weekend from Cal that were competing at the Canadian National Championships.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's
hoping
cool.
one of them makes the team.
Yeah.
No, you remember Aaron Ma, Darren Wong?
Of course, of course. Yeah,
No,
you've
they
always
were
had
they
some
were both at
Canadian
one point on the
representation there.
team.
Yep.
No, always. It's like Cal recruits mainly from like yeah, they recruit from California and Canada.
Yeah.
Um, okay, it looks
Looks
like
like
they just finished up their 5 minute touch.
yeah, looks like William Mary is starting on floor. I like this side by side view. And it's a
Right as
little
I said that.
intimidating, you know. Looks like we're still waiting on a Springfield score. I see the Springfield team score is still at a 37.5.
Hopefully that comes up soon. But it looks like okay, so Nico Greenlee getting started on floor. It's a small little hiccup on that first line, but sure he'll pick it right back up.
Nice. Double full layout. You see, that's why he does the punch layout instead of a branny or something, so he gets the connection bonus there because that layout was a non-twisting uh, skill.
So, oh,
So he
that okay.
will
So
get the
that's what you
connection
were saying
bonus.
earlier. So if he had done double full punch half, you wouldn't get the bonus for it. It has to be a single flipping and no twisting.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. That's an interesting change.
Yeah.
I feel like these changes are always due to a gymnast, like taking advantage of the scoring system. Do you know who did it for this one? Because remember Danelle Leva doing the P bar one, all those underbar.
Yep.
So they changed all that for him. Who do you think that this floor one was based off of?
Probably Kenzo and just the Japanese team in general. You know, they were all
Yeah, that checks
doing
out.
front full, punch triple full, two and a half, punch double full. And there's that double back. Oh, he gets the stick this time.
And he got the stick. We did see one today. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing more than just a double back as a dismount today.
Yeah,
I
well,
want
like
to
I
see
said,
some full ins
that
or double pikes.
that stick bonus I think plays a huge part. You
True,
know,
true,
you go for that stick bonus. Um, it's going to be better than maybe doing a double pike and taking a few steps.
true. All right, it looks like we got Jaden Loudstein on pommel for Springfield today. He's got
Beautiful
a
flop
long
work.
swing.
Yeah, nice. Step over Magyar.
Powering through was put it up to the top. Come on. Ooh, he popped that right up.
Wow, he looked like he was a little tired at that Savado, but that dismount did not look like he was tired.
Nah, I mean, I guess when you're training that dismount over and over again, it just becomes muscle memory.
True. You don't even have to think. Just do it.
You did the pirouette dismount, right? Or did you
I
do a
did.
Russian dismount?
No, I did the pirouette dismount.
Uh, yeah, JT had me do drills so many times for that I could never get
That
it.
was my bread and butter. I love that dismount.
No, dude, you always had a pretty like flowy pommel routine. I do remember. It's good. I mean, you're also like. I mean, we're like the same size, so I know that you just. It always looked like you were floating.
Yeah, I had a super fast circle. That was my thing. It just my philosophy on almost every event was the less time you're on the event, the less
The
time the
better.
judges have to take deductions. You know, they're only taking deductions while you're on the event, so just get off quickly.
True. I quick embarrassing moment for myself. I think I was probably in like middle school at the time. I was at like a regional competition, and I went to go salute for my pommel routine. I forgot my pommel routine 3 times in a row. Saluted, jumped up, jumped down, jumped up. Worst routine of my life. I agree. Once you're on the pommel, you just gotta wing it from there.
Yep.
I hear a
Waiting for
little
corner
R&B in the
Mero.
background.
Yeah, yeah. I
No, I
wonder
was gonna say,
who.
did you see Drake and Party Next Door? They just dropped a new album yesterday.
I did not.
Yeah, you go check it out, dude. It's a decent album. It's good for like long drives.
Okay, all right. I'm kind of surprised Drake is still trying to be out there with the whole Kendrick thing
No,
going.
right? After everything that just happened,
Yeah,
I
that's
was I was
Super
I
Bowl
was listening
really.
earlier. No, they were playing Kendrick earlier, like while Springfield was on floor,
Yeah.
and that's all I could think about.
They've got to have equal representation here, you know. They got to have Kendrick and Drake.
I like to believe that, like to a certain extent, they were arguing, but it's gotta be publicity. Like any publicity is good publicity. Because I mean, he just dropped an album right after like the biggest diss track was on the biggest stage.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's still in the public eye. People are gonna be like, "All right, I guess I'll listen to Drake."
Okay, you got to capitalize on it. It looks like that score has still not come in on Pommel. Do you see it?
Or you mean floor?
No,
Nico
no,
Greenlee.
the last routine from Springfield on Pommel, or has it come in? Mine might be a little bit off.
I do see on the bottom here 63.8 for Springfield, which is
Oh yeah, okay, that
that's
just
got to
updated
include
for
the
me.
score.
Okay,
But looks
yeah,
like
it does.
William and
You're right.
Mary, Nico Greenlee's score is taking a while. Oh, guess we're ready. Connor Barrow's up now.
That was floaty. I like that.
Oh yeah, and dropped right into that landing, soft.
Okay,
And
so for
there,
that one, we got connection on both those lines.
he got both connection on both. Yep.
Okay, and is it a two-temp connection or is that just one because he did the whip or and the layout?
Yeah, 1/10. You need to do a minimum D and D value on both sides
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
for 2/10.
to get the two tenths. Okay, so that'd
Yep.
be like double full, double front.
Yep.
Okay.
There's that V. Like I said, I love that skill. Done super well.
That was a good triple.
Oh yeah.
Put that right to his feet. I'm loving seeing this scale. I think it's so funny. I'm waiting for one of the guys to do a side scale. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, come on. There we go. Put that right to his feet. He's good. He caught that.
Big routine. I mean, that dismount landing was the only real error in that routine. Fantastic otherwise.
Another taller guy from Springfield up on Pommel, Devin Fallenstein. I see this being a good routine.
Yeah.
Starting off well with those
Beautiful.
scissors. Oh, that extension is nice.
Pops it up.
He's so excited. I love it when the guys get so pumped when they finish their routine. That energy keeps building.
Yeah.
Did you ever practice a celebration when you finished your routine? I feel
I
like
did
you were
not.
always kind of silent when you walked off.
I was. I don't think I really ever got excited after routines except for I don't know the big ones that
Like at
meant a lot.
NCAA's.
NCAA's, my final routine, maybe Olympic trials, something like that.
Yeah. I feel like Brody takes after you in that way where he doesn't really show much emotion when he finishes routine. Like I kind of noticed that trend between both of you.
Yeah, it was a bit of like a Stanford sort of vibe. Was you do your routine and you it's all business. You're just there. You did your routine. You did your job. When you do your 9 to 5 job, up. I think that culture's
I would,
changed a bit, and I
I was
like
about to
it.
say,
I'm having fun.
I was gonna say, I do think that Taylor Burkhardt and Brandon Wren have changed that just a little bit.
Yeah,
They've been popping off at the end of the routine, but honestly, it's so fun to watch them when they finish such a high flying routine like they do.
yeah,
Honestly,
for
Taylor's been
sure.
really fun to watch this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Josiah Ang was actually the one that kind of started it off for
He
Stanford. He,
started
he
it.
got he got super hype after his ring routines, and then it
Well,
just
he was
kind
a
of it was
powerhouse on rings. I
infectious.
do remember that.
Yeah. All right. Luke Tully on floor.
Whoa! You don't see handspring double fronts often. That was cool.
Kick out
And
to
he
the
landed that
perfect
pretty well.
stick. Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Is he going for the golden sombrero?
I think so. Well, wait. Speaking of golden sombrero, we did see that 2 weeks ago. Taylor did do a golden sombrero at the Stanford
Yes.
Open.
Yes, he
That was
did.
crazy to watch.
That was pretty amazing.
Did you ever get a golden sombrero while you were competing?
I did not. Sticking was
Yeah,
not
me
my
either.
forte.
Okay, Luke.
Oh, this is a beautiful routine too. I mean, knees locked together, straight legs,
And he held
very
that
artistic
scale.
scale. Fantastic. Just got to put it down. Wow.
Whoa! He did it.
That was so close to a golden sombrero.
It what? Yeah, there's only I think one of them, just the double front.
Yeah.
Everything
Yep.
else he put to his feet.
I think that's gonna be hard to beat. That was a
Honestly,
huge
that's gonna be a
score.
high score.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got
13.25
Gio.
for Devin Felsenstein. That's big pommel score. Breaking at 13 is really hard.
On Paulo, no, you're totally right.
Yeah.
And
And
we
that's
got
second die,
Gio.
so
Aya.
yeah. Wow. Sewn there, one-handed full keer. He's got that fast circle like I was talking about. I love it. Like a helicopter, blades are spinning, flying up.
It's a little bit of a struggle in that dismount. The rest of the team was honestly pretty good.
Yeah. Man, these teams are swinging on pommel horse. I don't know what else to say.
I think that celebration was well deserved.
Yeah. You can literally feel the hype through the camera.
No, I love it. Hey, look, I mean, it looks like Springfield is gonna, I mean, keep the lead right now with their pommel rotation, and so they're doing pretty well.
Yeah. I mean, Luke Tully just put up a huge floor routine, but Springfield, clapped right back.
I mean, did you saw Air Force's 15 plus score on pommel?
Yeah.
I think Patty Hoops did that last weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy to see a 15 on pommel with the new code.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the Steve Nedorosik effect, but it feels like every single team is just like lights out on pommel horse this year.
I mean, that's where these guys are seeing where there's so much potential and so much opportunity because they can capitalize with the way that the code is structured now. I mean,
Yeah.
8 skills, they can throw in some crazy big skills.
Oh yeah.
Steven Dedorosik effect. That's so funny. And this guy literally went from just being, I mean, a phenomenal gymnast at Penn State, but went to being like an actual like a celebrity now.
Yeah, he's like a solid like C-list celebrity.
I was looking some stuff up the other day, and I saw a full article about his girlfriend as well. So the fact
Wow.
that they're writing like articles about her, like I mean that means he's doing so big. I do think that Fred has a little bit of a bigger following on social media, but they're getting neck and neck. They're both in the 700,000 area, which is close to like the Caitlin Ohashi, like the Michaela Maroney, like level of fame when it comes to social media presence, which is really cool for men's gymnastics.
Yeah, definitely. Making a statement.
No, they are. It's cool because now we're getting so much more exposure. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but like Inside Gymnastics is also posting so much more about men's NCAA, and that
Yeah.
never happened when we were in school.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah,
like I like there's so
exciting.
I don't know, these guys have an opportunity to like actually recruit better. Like they can, I don't know. I think there's just so much growth that's about to happen, and I'm pumped to see it.
Yeah, definitely. There's a
All right,
lot
so
coming for
Luke
this sport.
just went. So I think this is Evan Wilkins that's about to go up on floor.
Yep. And this is why he's the anchor. Full double front
Yeah.
stick. Oh, twisting
Whoa,
double way out.
that was pretty too.
Oh yeah, floated.
I love the bounciness.
And it's these little
You don't
skills
have to
like
do
this
a
press.
anymore, do you?
You need a one strength skill, yes.
Okay.
But it's those little skills, the details on those that really make a difference. Um, and I think, oh,
He's got it. He's holding it.
there it
You
is.
can tell the guys that are the most bouncy, they can't hold scales.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. Okay. There we go. Half in, half out dismount right to his feet. Team looks
And,
pretty hype.
and I was saying it's going to be hard to beat Luke Tully's score, but that might do it. I think
I think
he
that just
was
did.
golden sombrero until that dismount.
No, that was a solid floor routine. We got back up on pommel. We got Evan Reichart, also one of the floor guys. We'll see what he puts up here.
Beautiful Thomas Bay. Nice, beautiful routine. This is a fantastic horse lineup too. Both
Again,
teams just
another
putting
well.
up bomb horse lineups.
No, that was. I mean, I think they both teams just went 4 for 4 on pommel. That's
Yeah,
actually really cool.
and a huge 4 for 4, like lights out. This is, like I
No, I
said,
mean,
this is a close meet.
no, this is going to be neck and neck the whole way through. Wait, so okay, the dismount that he just did, this the swing up. So that without a pirouette, is that a B or a C?
That's a C value. He did it from
It's a
a
C
reverse
value.
taglier, yeah, or
So
a
then
step.
the way that the code would work would be so C, so it'd be point 0.3 plus point 0.3, and then plus anything else, or is it just the 6?
That's it. Just that 6 for that
Okay,
skill.
and then you get the stick bonus. Well, I guess there's no stick on pommel.
Yeah, no stick bonus on pommel horse.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that we're not seeing more pirouettes on pommel, especially if you can get that if you get that edge with the dismount.
Yeah, I guess you're taking a potential risk doing the pirouettes. If you go the wrong way, you screw up, you go the wrong way, you're gonna end up with 3/10 off for 1/10 in an attempted addition to difficulty. So there's pros and cons, but I mean, look at that floor score: four
I was about
nine
to
start
say,
value, 9.3 execution, and I mean that scale might have been one of those tens. That the
no,
rest of that
that
routine was
that's a big
perfect.
score.
Huge. Breaking a 14 is really, really hard.
No, true. I know he's gonna be happy with that one.
And Caleb Palacio here in the all round spot.
Wait, come on, fighting through it. That's how you know it's a good gymnast, right? When they can fight through something like that and keep it going.
Oh yeah, and the Magyar Svato looked, fresh. Like he hadn't just, put in a lot of effort to keep staying on and lost a lot of his energy. Uh,
It looked like
he's
there was a little bit of
swinging.
confusion on that dismount. I don't know if he thought that he didn't get credit for it or something.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, because he was a little bit off of a full handstand, but I think he was
I
close
think the
enough. He was
judge
gonna get
raised the
credit.
flag, so he got it.
Yeah. Stayed on though. I mean, he's going for that all-around score. That score won't count for the team score, but it's going to count towards his all-around score, which staying on is 1 point swing. It's a big deal to stay on.
Let's actually look at where because he's one of the all-arounder guys from what's it called, from Springfield. So let's see where I'm gonna look on Road to Nationals right now. and see where he ranks at the moment because I'm actually kind of curious.
Yeah. And just again to hammer in the point, 2 events in, and the team scores are 103.45 William & Mary to 102.65 Springfield. We were looking at it. Previous rotation, Springfield was up a little bit, and now William & Mary has pulled back up with that huge 14-2 on floor to take the lead by 8/10. 8/10
That's eight
is
tenths. Yeah,
is
that's
basically
nothing.
nothing.
This is going to be a tight meet all the way around. This is going to be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Road to Nationals right now, so it does look like Caleb Palacio is in the top 20 for what's it called for all around individuals throughout the entire NCAA, and same with Luke Tully, who just put up that big score as well. He's also in top 20. So and then there's another kid from William & Mary as well. We'll probably see him a little bit later. Mark Fu, he might be out this week. So they got a few guys in contention for all around this year, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Shows that depth.
And then
they have 3 all-rounders plus these single event or just a few event guys that are putting up these big scores and strong routines. I mean, that pommels lineup, that floor lineup was sick. Both teams.
Both teams. No. I honestly, I'm just impressed with pommel. Both teams went 4 for 4, 4 and 5, but
Yeah.
they both did great. Well, actually, so I'm looking at Road to Nationals right now. One thing I'm noticing here, which is honestly a little bit disappointing, in the top 3 for all-arounder guys, number 3 is Sam Phillips. Sam was a transfer from, I believe he was Nebraska to Illinois right now.
Yep.
He's doing I think he's in his grad school over there. He just tore his Achilles. And he
Yeah.
was a number 3 guy in the all-around. That makes me I didn't know he was doing that well this year.
Yeah, he was looking fantastic, and I mean putting up big impact numbers for Illinois. So
especially, I mean, being like a super senior, technically being that good, like number 3 in the NCAA at the moment, that's honestly really impressive.
Yeah.
I'm also looking one of my hometown gymnasts. His name is Alex Natashi from also Nebraska. He's also in the top 10 right now. That makes me happy to see.
Yeah,
Sorry, throwing a couple out there for you to look out for.
I know him because of the full twisting double back he does on parallel bars. That always
yes.
I'm always trying to get people to do that. I'm always trying to get people to do that. It's not as hard as it seems.
No, I just think that you were really good, if I'm being honest. I don't really think that that's an easy skill to do at the end of a routine. No, I think because you were the only one at your time doing the full twisting double. I forgot that you did that on P-bars. And then
Yeah.
I think right now he's the only one that's also doing it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else. At least not in the US that's doing it.
That's a really unique dismount. That is definitely a statement piece in general.
Yeah, and with the like I was saying, the double value basically of dismounts. I mean, a G skill is 7/10. So you get
Just
that
get
G value
1.4.
7/10, and you get 7/10 for the element group. Yeah, 1.4 for one skill that's a lot.
And it's against the stick, right? Like, I mean, I've seen you guys both stick it, so you guys could easily get 1.6 for one skill is actually crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my stick percentage was way higher on that than any other dismount.
That's kind of crazy. That's really cool.
It's just
why do you think that is? Just the way you trained it?
It's just like you go as hard as you can for the skill, and it's you just end up landing in a stick position when you try as hard as you can. That's it. Yeah.
Did you do the full in or full out?
Full out mostly. It was
because you kind of have to do a full out, right?
Yeah, you're already done with half the flip by the time you let go of the parallel bars, and then you need a little bit of time to bring your arms over and start to twist.
Well, I don't know if you saw I believe his name is Carlos, a Mexican gymnast. He did the double off the end of the bar. Just got that named after him.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool dismount to see. And then there's another guy. I don't know where he's from. I think another Latin American country, but he did a double out off the end.
Yep, Colombia. Yep.
There's also a triple back too.
Yep, same guy. He did the triple back and the double layout. Yep.
That's a cool little niche to have. I like that.
Yeah. Also, score update. It looks like Evan Reichert had a inquiry put in and had his score increased to a 12-5. So it's an even tighter meet now. 7/10 between Springfield and William and Mary.
Oof. Okay, I mean, you do have William Mary up on vault, which is quite high scoring, and then you have rings as well. I mean, we'll see we'll see. I actually don't know how Springfield's ring lineup right now, so this could be tight finishing up. Akash, you want to know something really interesting? Here, look, Matt Brown up for Springfield on rings. See what the man can put up. Solid straight planche. Definitely got the hold.
Nice L.
And
People sometimes forget to hold that L and get a 3/10 deduction on such an easy skill, but he's got those details.
fighting for those handstands.
Now, I don't know if you know, but those Yamawaki skills, those double flipping forward skills on the rings,
Uh,
they've been downgraded.
really?
Yeah, nice full twisting double back to finish. A little
He
hop
looks happy with
sideways,
that.
but pretty great start, lead off routine.
Wait, I'm actually a little bit. I didn't know that they downgraded the Yamawakis. Well, I mean, everyone does the double Yamawaki, right? They go pike them for. Okay, wait, hold on. We got Ricky Pizam on vault. Ooh, a 2.5, right to his feet.
2.5 to start the lineup. I'm excited for the rest of his lineup now. This is going to be huge.
No, true. That looked easy for him too. That did not look like that was a challenge at all. He kind of jogged into that
Yeah. I don't think in my 4 years at Stanford we ever started with a 2.5.
with a two
We
and a
just
half. Yeah.
we didn't have that kind of depth, like this is huge.
Well,
Um,
the Stanford lineup right now, you guys are doing a lot of like uniquer vaults. Uniquer, is that a word? But like you got the hand Randy, you got the I mean Taylor is doing the what that half
half
on,
on, yeah.
which is pretty cool. And then I don't know what other ones do you guys have right now?
Um, trying to think. Uh, I think Hooper Kim does a Yurchenko, just regular, Yurchenko double full.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's a few causes.
Wait,
There's a double front in there. There's a variety.
okay.
It's not just 2.5s or double
That's
fulls.
just 2.5.
Hmm.
No, that's good. I know the Cal lineup right now. We got two double fronts, which I'm pumped always to see.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. Let's go back to this Yamawaki situation. Okay, so they downgraded both Yamawakis. Do you know why?
Uh, I don't know. I think it was just being done too much. But there is a little caveat there is if you follow up the Yamawaki immediately with a front giant, so you swing it straight to a handstand, um,
Huh.
that the value of that previous Yamawaki gets upgraded.
Okay,
So
so it could be so the one was this like the double front was a C, double pike was a D, right?
yeah, and now it's double front
Okay.
is a B and double pike is a C. But if
Okay.
you do it that front giant immediately after one of those, you'd get a bonus on that Yamawaki skill. So if you do the piked and then go straight to a front giant, you'll get a D for the pike.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how that would look really pretty, so that makes sense. That's a good change.
Hmm. Yeah, and nice
It's a
back up rise
solid.
cross locks into it. This cross hold by itself has also been upgraded, so that's a C value now.
Okay. Did they upgrade all the strengths or just a couple of them?
Just the cross. There's a few
Okay.
super high level strength skills that have not graded,
Like the
um,
invert as well, right? Because I've seen a few
yeah,
guys in the NCAA do inverts.
yeah, cross pull to inverted cross is upgraded.
Wait, did you saw he did a front roll to front like to front giant? That was really
Yep,
cool. It was great stick
yeah,
dismount.
yep. Great second routine to just keep things going.
The age old crutch. We got Sam Lee. Another two and a
Wow,
half. Powerful.
and that one was floaty. I mean, look at how far he went.
He went off the camera.
Yeah,
I mean, in the air, it looked great. I think the only deductions on that one are really going to be him just, taking that extra hop or two. Okay, it looks like the next one, this guy's doing a Yurchenko because they're setting up for it.
yep.
So we might
But
end up seeing a Yurchenko two and a half too. If they have
yeah,
a full two and a half lineup, that's going to be really impressive for William and Mary.
yeah. I mean, that's gonna be one of the best lineups in the country.
Yeah,
Wow,
I think William Mary's out here making a statement today.
absolutely.
We got Will Wilson. We saw him recently on floor for Springfield. So stronger guy, powerful guy. We'll see what he puts up here. I do see in the lineup as well. We still have Caleb as well. So he is doing all around for this whole meet. So his score, I don't believe, is going to count on rings, but he'll count as a full all around. I hear 21 Savage in the back. I think they're all getting hype. Okay, we'll see what Will Wilson can put up today. I don't think coaches get enough credit for lifting these guys up. Honestly, that's not easy.
Oh, I tried doing it for like a week or two, and I was unable to. So I have a newfound respect for coaches.
After this guy finishes up on rings, I'll tell you a quick story. Um, okay, two straight planches, holding them pretty well. A little bit of a pike, but I think he's still getting credit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit short on that L,
Yeah, that
um,
one was definitely a little bit short.
but that press handstand with straight arms, honestly, you don't see too many people do it really well, and he did it fantastic.
That was a good double-double.
Oh yeah, kick that out,
He was
and he's
hype.
hype on it. Yeah,
That's what we like to see. No, honestly, these celebrations these guys are doing now, it just makes the sport so much more fun to watch.
oh yeah.
We got Luke Tully.
He's the
Oh,
Yurchenko. He's
here
got his team clapping him on.
come on, come on, come on. Okay. To his feet. That was a good one.
Yeah,
It's just a little bit short on the chest, but other than that, he kept his legs together the whole time. It was clean. I think
yeah,
that'll be a decent score.
for sure.
Oh,
William
I
Mary's.
see why they put up the two and a half sub. It's because like they got multiple Yuchenkos coming in afterwards. So I think they just wanted to keep that setup.
Yeah, yeah. Just get the non-matted vaults out of the way, and then set the mats up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Did you do what sorry, what was your vault again? Were you Yuchenko?
Cause 1.5. No, I didn't do
Cost
Yurchenko.
one and a half. Okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Spent about 9 years trying to add a half twist on that. Never happened.
That makes two of us, brother. You saw me with my biggest mess up of my career. I think that was the first time we met.
I don't know. I still cannot believe that happened. For those of you at home, Assad was supposed to do a 2.5, similar to the the first vaults we saw from William & Mary. And this is at NCAA championships in 2018. Instead of doing a 2.5 twist, he did a double front, 2 flips. I don't know how you make that kind of mistake, but you did it, and you put it feet first.
I will say it was, if you watch the video, I do trip on the runway. You can like clearly see me trip. So I think it just went flat into it, and my brain was just like, I guess that's what I'm doing. But you saw my face when I got up. I was so out of it. I was so shocked. But I was happy because when you watch the video, I did get to my feet. Like if I had gone for it, I think I could have put it to my feet.
Yeah.
So maybe not the biggest messed up.
Yeah. It was crazy.
No, but that was, I believe, the first time you and I met, Akash. Because
Yeah,
I think
so.
you were sitting like somewhere near my parents. So I went up to go say hi to them, and I saw you over there. Because I remember looking up to you when I was little, and so it was fun when we got that chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Blaze Rousseau up on rings next.
Anchor. Nice. He opens those hands to I don't know, give the judges a look and be like, hey, look, I'm not using false grip. I'm not kind of pulling my wrists all the way over the rings and cheating a bit.
Yeah, his hands are open. That does look nice. And the one who does it the best is always Yol, though. Yol always had his hands flat.
Yep. And there you see it. He did the Pike Yamawaki, the Jonason, straight to a front giant, so he gets a D value for that.
Well, fight on both those handstands, but he's making it work. Come on. Swinging a little bit.
Get this dismount down.
Ooh.
Ooh. I think he had a slight hand touch there, but it didn't look like he showed support. So didn't show support, so it's going to be only 5/10 off instead of a full point. But definitely,
it looked like he was trying to go lay out on that. He was pretty extended.
He was open, yeah. Maybe just lay it out fully next time. Go for the full double layout.
I mean, the giant leading up to it was pretty clean, so I could see it. Oh, we got Connor Barrow finishing up on vault for William & Mary.
Whoa! Whoa!
Now that's an anchor if I've ever seen one.
Wow!
I don't think there was any deduction on that, to be honest. That was clean all the way around.
I don't know what you would take. That's a 10-0.
That is a 10-0.
That was unbelievable. And did you see the way he almost like walked into that? Like the first 4 or 5 steps.
Yeah, he did not run.
First 4 or 5 steps, I think, were just straight up walking.
That's going to be the highlight of his. I mean, he's probably going to keep going, but that's definitely going to be a highlight of his season this year.
Oh, yeah.
That was a beautiful vault.
That's got to be one of the top 5 vaults in the NCAA this year.
I mean, it is because, I mean, that used to be a 5.2, so now it's a 4.8. It's a little bit, it's more challenging to score above a 14 on vault now unless you're doing a 5.2 vault. So I do think that one's going to get a 14 score. I could see that one getting like a 14-1, 14-2.
Oh, if that doesn't, I'm going to have a talk with those judges. I don't know what they saw.
No, for real. Oh, we got the all-arounder, Caleb Palacio.
Uprise cross came in a little bit high there, but dropped into a nice position.
Okay, it looks like he's actually only competed rings once this season, and he did, it's a little bit of a lower score. He did have a 10-9 at the West Point Open, so I do think this is his chance to redeem himself today.
Whoa.
And I think he did just that.
That double-double might have been one of the biggest ones I've ever seen.
That was pretty big.
I don't think I've ever seen a full body open for that dismount. That was like I saw his whole body kick out.
I think he'll be a contender this year in the NCAA, the all-around. I mean, I think he's a freshman or a sophomore.
Really?
Yeah, so he's got some time to really mature himself within the sport and then honestly make a statement.
Yeah.
Who do you see winning what's it called, NCAA all around, taking after you this year?
Ooh, I I don't know. I don't want to make predictions. There are like
No, I want you
five
to
to
make a prediction.
seven people.
I'm curious to hear it. I want to hear what your thoughts are. You know these guys.
There are like 5 to 7 people I think that could win it. It's Fred, Paul, um,
You got the Asher, you got the
Asher.
Olympian, you
Yeah,
also Coy. I will say
yeah.
Taylor's up there too. He's a contender. He's gotten some pretty high all around so far.
Oh, the way Taylor's been competing recently, I think he's the front runner right now. Um, yeah, he looks, it
Well,
just like he's
let's
at
not
it this
discount
year.
Cole Walker either.
Yeah, Colts too. I don't know where Coy is in his recovery. So I have no
I saw
idea.
him.
But
He posted a video the other day of him doing like some bounces off some mats, so I think he's getting back in.
okay, yeah, I guess we'll see where he is. He still has a little over 2 months, but only a little over 2 months. So
Is he a
I,
senior this year?
yeah, he is.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Okay, so this is last year to really make a statement.
yeah, yeah, it is. But he
Uh,
is the reigning NCAA all-around champion, so
He is. Yeah, he did win last year,
he's
right?
he's proved that he can do it. So yeah, there's 6 guys right there that have a very realistic shot at winning. And that's just 2
True. And
schools. I haven't even looked at the other schools yet.
well, so that was actually something I wanted to point out earlier. So I'm looking on Road to Nationals right now, and one thing that's kind of crazy is when you're looking at the all-around guys, like for the 4 weeks that these guys have been competing. We're in week 5 right now. Um, is in the top 20, you have, of course, you have your Stanford, Illinois, Ohio, Nebraska, and Penn. But what's really interesting is in the top 20, there is one school that doesn't have a single guy, and they're currently number 1.
Yeah, I don't think
Oklahoma hasn't put up a single all-arounder yet.
that's what I was gonna say. I don't think they have one guy who's even done all around this year. They really
That's
are
really
like
surprising.
they really are the team's team. They put up. I mean, they have some big guys too, like Fuzzy, who's hasn't
Fuzz,
competed yet. Um,
isn't Fuzzy going for a national team somewhere? I saw him posting something about that.
uh, I'm I'm not sure. I think he had some injury recently, and he's recovering. So maybe he's going to be at Winter Cup. Um,
Okay.
I'm not positive, but they just have these few event guys who are phenomenal at their events, and Mark's just put together a team that is it's unbelievable. Um,
I mean, but that's what Mark is known for. He's the kind
yeah.
of guy that will put up. I mean, they've I mean, they're just an incredible team overall. You know this. I mean, you guys were head to head with them for so long.
Oh yeah. Speaking of incredible, look at that score: 4896 execution plus 110 stake bonus, 14-5 on vault.
That is crazy.
That is insane.
With the 410 lower of this year, like a 14-5 with a 2.5 is actually like that's a big score. Hold
I'm
on,
looking at
let's
Road
look
to
it up. The
Nationals. I think
Yeah,
that is the third highest score this year. Cameron Nelson has had a 14.55, and Taylor Burkhardt has had a 14.75. That's the third highest score.
that's yeah, he's up there. I mean, if he can continue that, he'll place the NCAA this year.
Yeah, and Cameron Nelson does a
I think a
410
hand
higher
Randy.
start value vault, yeah, uh, and Taylor does a 210 higher start value vault. So that means that's the highest execution score we've seen on a 5.2 or higher vault this year.
Oof. All right, looks like
Well,
William Mary has started their rotation up on rings. Evan Wilkinson or Wilkins.
yep, and you see they had that.
Whoa. Oh, he did.
Yeah,
He did to handstand.
yep, and it was beautiful too. He had that hop on those Yamawakis and then floated right up to the handstand.
Whoa. Okay, we're seeing a lot of double doubles off rings today,
Yeah,
and
and
they're good
like
double doubles
extremely
too.
well executed.
I'm loving this rings rotation. You
Yeah,
do not see that many big double doubles.
and you see right now
Okay, we're
William
starting off.
Mary is 6 points ahead of Springfield right now, but vault is a super high scoring event, and we did just see that 14-5. So Springfield's going to have that chance. And they
Oh.
started off with a 2.5 almost stick.
That was a good 2.5 too. I mean, just for the dismount and maybe a little bit of leg bend, but that's gonna be at least like a 13-9, 14-0.
Oh, yeah. And again, look at that distance. I mean, almost landed outside of the frame of the camera. That just shows you the power coming through on that vault. Huge.
I mean, we're seeing there's also that Illinois guy who is doing, I think it's Ian Sandoval. I could be wrong, but there's an Illinois guy doing a triple on vault this year. And I don't
Garrett
know if you've seen it. It is a solid triple.
Garrett Schooley, he's ranked number 1 on vault right now.
Is that him, Garrett School? That would make
Yep.
sense. Yeah, okay. No, I've seen a
He's
couple videos. His body type doesn't look like he would be able to put up like a triple like that, but he does it with ease.
Oh, that's one of the safest triple fulls I've ever seen. I'm always a little on edge. Triple fulls can maybe not finish the twist sometimes, and have something scary in the knees. But that is the best triple full I think I've seen in the last few years.
No, as someone who does have his vault, well, used to have his vault go a little bit to the side, I had my fair share of landing either against the wall or on a triple. So honestly, when I see these guys go right in the middle, it's so much technique that comes into that. It's impressive.
Yeah, and I think that's something that both these teams have been doing really well so far. Is you see when they land, they're not running off to the side or whatever. Like they're running straight ahead. They're
They're
in
right in the
line with
middle.
the vault. Yeah, which means they've finished their twists perfectly. The issue was not with being able to finish the twist. They've done the skill exactly how they need to, and then maybe they over rotated, under rotated a little bit, and you got to take some steps to finish that off. Nico giving a little smile to the camera. I like it.
They're having fun with it. Oh, we got Gavin Zabrowski up on rings next for William and Mary.
Talking about a cross, tough skill.
Yeah, dropping into that. I mean, you got to practice that so much so you not to kill your shoulders. Did you see the height on that inlocate?
I was gonna say that was almost through a handstand.
That was almost their answer. That was good.
Yeah, a nice tight body line. Looks like he has full control. Picked up a little swing on the front giant, but boom, kills it on the back giant.
I'm calling the dismount a half in, half out lay. That's what I
I
feel
believe
might
this.
come from him. No,
No,
another double double.
another double double.
Also done really well. He was pretty stretched out. But you know whose double double was probably my favorite to watch? Thomas Lee.
Yeah, his double double way out. Very nice. Oh,
Little bit of chest down, but he got it to his feet.
yep.
He saluted to the wrong side of the judges. In that moment, we always get a little confused.
Yep. Solid landing there. Nice that they're allowed to use that extra little 4-inch mat.
I was gonna ask, so how long are they? So they can do that up until Winter Cup, right? And then after
Yeah,
Winter Cup, they're no longer allowed to use it.
no more matting after Winter Cup. Yep.
Okay. So the only change was the lineup itself, not the additional rules of before and after Winter Cup. At least not that I know of.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other rule changes. I think that was pretty much it. Lineup. It used to be, it has to be a 15-man roster. They've dropped it to a 12-man roster because of the drop to 4 count.
One of the things I was also hearing was within that 12-man roster, that includes the alternate that they travel. So some of these teams that are traveling, they're only taking they're like they're either taking the 12 guys that are competing or they're doing 11 with one alternate. But I mean a 4-man lineup on 6 events with 11 guys, I mean that does not leave a lot of room for guys to be able to fight for their spots. Like you're an all-arounder or you're not.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that decision. 12-man
No,
team makes
honestly,
it
me
very
either.
hard. Makes it very hard.
But I will say, okay, we do have Mark Fu coming up, so I'm excited to see this routine. But I will say they've actually made those cuts across the NCAA in alternate and like other sports as well. I know
Yeah.
swimming and diving. Ooh, that
Wow.
was a beautiful cross.
Just rolled right into it.
That's a D, right?
That is a D. Wow, Yamawaki's right into uprise cross. That's an unreal amount of control to be able to take all that swing and stop it right in the cross. Nice
Solid
handstand
handstand.
position, yeah.
Picked up a little bit of swing. Let's see if he can control it. Okay.
Full twist and double back to the stick. And here's where, full twisting double back, C value, not as, maybe he's working a double twisting double, but that double twisting double, it adds 2/10 to the difficulty, 2/10 to the element group, 4/10 total. But if he can stick that full twist and double back all the time, might be worth it.
I mean, that's a 1 point. Oh, another stick.
Oh, and that was beautiful too. I mean, legs glued together coming on. Got some solid height off the table, pointed toes in the air. I don't know what you take off on this.
These teams are putting on a show today.
Seriously.
I'm like actually very impressed with both of these guys right now.
Oh yeah. It's not just, clean gymnastics or hard gymnastics. It's clean and hard gymnastics. I mean,
No, they're making a statement for both these guys. They're contenders this year. I do
absolutely.
actually think that their team scores are gonna be up there at the moment. I believe both these teams are in the top 10 in the most recent ranking, if not in the top 10, at least in the top 11. You know, a fun fact about Springfield, Akash, is that is where basketball was invented.
Really, like the sport of basketball was invented
The
here in
sport of
Springfield College.
basketball was invented at Springfield College.
Huh. That's pretty interesting. Wasn't it some like James Naismith or something?
I believe so.
I just know the name, but I didn't know it was invented here in Springfield. That's crazy.
I'm like 99% sure because I remember when we competed there, they had a big sign for it. I'm gonna look this up so I don't sound like an idiot.
I'd believe it. And back upright straddle planche, that is also downgraded. So that's only a B, but I mean that was done really well.
That's a great handstand. That position.
Yeah, hands turned out.
I can see why
Beautiful
he's the anchor.
swing. And look at that. The rings are still.
What do you
There's
think
a
the
little
distance is gonna
swing
be?
in there. Double twisting, double back.
Yeah, I think a double double. Yep. It's a good double double too.
Yeah. Wow. What a team. What a lineup.
What a lineup from both of these guys. Wow. Also, I will say, I was correct. It was invented in Springfield, Massachusetts. Okay, I'm happy.
Wow. All right, all right. That's a pretty cool
Are we?
tidbit. I had no idea. All right,
Okay, I
Joe
think Taylor was
Palacio
one of
finishing it
the
off.
double front.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that was too big.
I was gonna say you saw the height on that. That was a big double front.
He went
He
out
could
of
he could
frame.
have easily gotten that.
He went out of frame.
Honestly, I think he might be better off just adding that extra half twist right there.
Absolutely. He could. I'm sure he's thought about it. I'm sure he's done it. Just it's
I'm
probably
just
a little
waiting.
scary to do on a hard surface.
I'm just waiting for the day we have an NCAA guy do a Dragolescu on vault.
I know.
That's gonna be a fun day to watch.
I
Okay, but it looks like William and Mary is leading right now with a 6 point lead. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Sorry. We're still waiting for the last score. Let me stop right there. Got a little ahead of myself.
But yeah, I think William and Mary's vault score is really putting them ahead. Springfield unfortunately had a fall on that last vault, and bit of a unfortunate landing. Went a little out of bounds on that second vault. So they weren't able to capitalize on this high scoring event as much as William and Mary was. Although those two vaults from Wilson and Reichert were huge. Duck.
Oh, I mean, the
Double
matchup
full.
between the scores though. You're saying Springfield end with a 53.7. Right now, William Mary has a 40.05. So I mean, if Nick Greenlee gets a 13, they're going to be evenly matched on these two events.
Yeah. See where they end up. These next two events, parallel bars and high bar, these are the wild card events, especially high bar. You never know what's going to happen.
No, you never do. You know what's cool? Dude, we've been seeing a lot of like high flying skills on high bar this year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing more casinas this year in the NCAA than I think I've ever seen, which is just a testament to the level of gymnastics that these NCAA guys actually have.
Oh yeah, I think that the NCAA just provides such a great opportunity to build that depth in our country.
I mean, you have an inside look at some of this stuff. Like, I'm curious. Do you think we're gonna see some more professional gyms pop up? And I know we have Evo, and we got Gym Tech here in Knoxville. That it's not a professional gym yet, but I know they're on course to make it. And if they do, that'll be a huge development within just men's gymnastics in general in the USA.
Oh really? I didn't know that about Gym Tech. But
I mean, they have 10 guys on the national team right now. Well, not 10. I think it's like 6, but we'll round up a little bit.
I mean, it would be huge. Just get some sort of professional league, or I don't know, get something that gets the sport some more, I guess, general viewership. We have the NCAA, of course, which is awesome, but like, I'm sure some of these guys would enjoy doing like professional gymnastics for another year or two afterwards in some sort of league and get some of that recognition for the 20 years of their life they put into this.
You know what I think could be a really cool idea, and I'm sure that they might have done this in the past in the USA, but they haven't done it recently. I mean, the way the Bundesliga typically works, right? Like, I think you actually competed in one of these, Akash. It was one of those like co-ed meets that they have over there.
Yeah. So I did one Bundesliga meet for a team in Stuttgart back in like 2018. It wasn't a co-ed one. I did a co-ed meet in this is an FIG sanctioned meet in Brno in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
In 2019, that was really cool.
Did you go with David Jessen?
Yeah, with David Jessen and Brody, and that meet was super cool. It was guy-girl pairs, and there's rounds, so you have to you choose 2 events each, and for the first round, you do the routines and you get your scores, and then guy-girl pair, whatever their 4 event total score is their round 1 score, and top X amounts move on to the next round, and then next round you start again from 0. Yeah, it's elimination, and then next round you start again from 0. So it's not like you forget about your last 2 scores. You pick another routine. You do that.
Could easily be televised here in the U.S. and we have like a huge pool of guys that are up to that level. I mean with over 100 schools for the women's side as well. I mean, there's also the professional gyms on the women's side. I feel like they could definitely do something like that here, and that would garner a lot of viewership.
I think so. I think it's
after the Golden of America tour.
Yeah, like you just get the right format, and I think there's a lot of potential.
For anyone out there listening, if you're on a production team for one of these services, please, I want to see this happen.
Yeah,
I'm happy to help.
Absolutely. And these gymnasts would love to do it. I mean, you're seeing some world-class gymnastics just here right now, and this is just 2 of the 15 teams we have in the NCAA. There's a huge talent pool to choose from.
No, I know that they're working on trying to get some of these gym teams into like like actual NCAA teams soon. I know University of Tennessee has been working on that for a little bit. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna pause. Let's talk about Carter Corchado. Nice hobna. First skill on P bars.
Yep. And a bit of a rule change here for routine compositions is you're not allowed to swing back down if you've done a swing up. So you see here, he did a press. He's allowed to swing back down now to a nice double front. But let's say you do a Healy, and you swing up to a handstand. You either have to do a pirouette to go the opposite, go in the direction of the swing, or if you swing back down, you're going to get a 3/10 change of
So you can do a
direction in your
peach or
feet.
like a front uprise or something.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, High flying Yamawaki is a start from Ricky Pizem. First routine of his meet. He's gearing up
Lining
for
up.
Coleman.
Coleman.
Okay.
He caught that high up above
That,
the bar.
yeah, that was a big Coleman. Them to be able to do a one arm giant after doing two releases has never made sense in my head. How doing another
There's
one?
another
How
one.
do you have the grip strength for that?
I had a little flying giant. All right, put a little flair to it. Double twisting double. What?
With a stick, that was a solid routine. Oh
What a
my God,
lead off.
Zem, good for you. Yeah, that was a solid lead off for Mary on high bar. That was a great routine. He cut that Coleman just a little bit low, but he caught it and he swung right out of it.
Yeah. Pulled it out, nice straight arm giant right out of it. There was no hiccup.
Honestly, I think that they should move him to. If that was the start off routine, I'm kind of excited for the rest of this.
I'm kind of scared. What kind of crazy routines are we gonna see?
Scared is the right word.
Scared in a great way, of course, but scared.
No, you know what? You know what I want to start seeing a little bit more. Aaron Ma used to do this on high bar. I remember when I first got there, he was doing a Wallstrom.
Yeah.
You don't see those ever. The full twisting Yamawaki. I definitely want to see some more of that. These
Christian
crazy.
Grahovsky from Ohio State is doing that. He starts off
Is
with
he?
it, and it is really really nice. He does it really well.
No, that I definitely want to see. Have they named the okay? So a Wallstrom with an extra half twist is that in the code yet?
No, I don't think anyone's competed it yet. There's a guy from Taiwan, Hung Xiaoheng, who does it the Wallstrom really well. It's been a minute. My memory is hazy. I feel like I have a memory of like seeing him in training, add the half to it.
I
But
feel like
I
I've
I
seen
don't
someone
know.
catch it, but it hasn't been named yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's anyone's competed internationally yet. But yeah, if you
I
want,
know.
check out Christian Grahovsky. He has a really good one. Devin Felsenstein next up on B bars.
It's a great peach to start. Clean.
Nice. Floaty D stood locked into that handstand. Wow.
Okay. These celebrations are killing me. I love them. He did that. You did that. You can't see me. John Cena. I love that. Wait, oh gosh, actually, the one thing I'm seeing recently on P bars with some of these guys is I'm seeing a lot more Gatsons. You don't ever really see those, so I think it's really
Yeah.
cool to have an older skill like that make a resurgence.
Yeah. And one of the reasons is because you're not allowed to do that, swing up, swing down. So people, instead of doing pirouettes, they'll like, let me get a D value gets. All right, Jared Neumann. There's that one arm. Half talk, nice. A little bit off the handstand. Another one arm giant.
It's a high-flying Takachev. A
Yeah.
little bit shaky on the catch, but he got it.
Pop that
That was a
Adler
good
right up the
jam.
handstand.
I was gonna say you don't really see too much of the L giants anymore. Like I feel like a lot of these guys have kind of taken it out of their routines.
Yeah. Oh,
Why do you think that is? I'm curious.
I don't know. I think with 8 skills too, like, they're not super
Too
high
much room for
value
deduction.
skills. Yeah, the L grip giant is only a B. If you roll your shoulders and do the Russian giant, it's a C. Um, but with 8
Okay.
skills, you have a mount and then 6 skills in between. You can probably fit in more than a few C's, or like you just might not have room for that B uh L grip giant. Interesting, a
Hey,
jump to an L. I like that.
yeah, that was kind of cool. Blase had a fun start to this routine.
Nice.
I thought he
Peach
was
to
going
a
to do
tail.
that over grip peach to hand.
Yeah, I thought so too. Lock into that L. Held for 3 seconds. Nice. Powerful front uprise. Double front.
That, that
He
was a
was,
powerful front uprise. He had a lot of pop on that.
yeah, he was going for that stick. Just too much power. Ended up taking it too far forward.
You know what I want to see more? I'm not seeing too much of is the front 1 1/4 on P bars.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I'm surprised we haven't seen too many here. Mark
We got
Fu.
Mark Fu.
Oh, looks like he got
And
a bit of his grip on the bar. Just peeled right off.
he started off just with some powerful giants. Those were quick.
Yeah, I was ready for that big release.
Did you ever do what was the full twisting to is that Lucan?
Lucan, yeah, I spent a lot of time working it. Never ended up getting it.
Did I was gonna say, did you ever compete it? No, not really.
Nah, I only had a few catches
No.
in practice.
See him go for this again.
Yeah,
Nice.
there we go.
Right on the
Puts it on
bar.
the bar this time. Nice.
Full talk.
Full talk. And a half.
Oi.
A little squirrely with the legs, but put it right on the bar.
So those flying giants, these William Mary guys are putting up. I love it. There's that last B that they can add in. That was
Huge
a good
full
dismount.
twisting double. Yeah. I mean, I think he finished that skill above the bar.
No, he did. That was a really pretty full and full, half in, half out.
Yeah. Love to see it.
I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Fred Richards did a triple double off of high bar in
I
his
think he
last
did.
meet.
I think you're right. I think he
That's
did.
that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, Blaze Rousseau. Nice to pelt.
Is that our first stutz of the meet? And
No,
for
we
a
had
one and a
one
quarter, we
already.
love it.
There's your 1 1/4. Oh, there it
Okay.
is.
So
Like a
okay, so
dart.
you saw that front uprise that he did. He kind of shifted his hands. Do
Yep.
you like? I think it looked perfectly fine, and I actually like the way it looked. But I don't know if judges would take off for that.
It's a deduction. It is a deduction.
So
Only
even
one
if they're
tenth.
shifting their hands in the middle of the skill like that,
Yep. Yep.
oh,
It is a deduction. It is only 1/10. So, if it means that you're gonna stick that dismount like he did, it's worth it.
it's worth
But
it.
it is
Yeah.
1/10. Yeah.
I'm always envious of these guys that can jump up to high bar by themselves.
Same. That'd be all of my energy to get up to the high bar.
No, actually, no.
Nice Russian giants, though. I mean, looks like William and Mary is capitalizing on those.
He's
Half
got
cock hit the
this.
handstand, but went a little sideways on it. Nice. Pike to Kacha.
Is Pike in the same box as the straddle now?
No, they are different skills.
They are. Okay. Oh, you stuck that landing. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid
William and
ending for
Mary
William Mary on high bar.
William and Mary is putting this together. I mean, they're just nailing routines. We see Mark Fu with a little bit of a lower score. He did have that fall on the Tkachev.
I mean, with that, yeah, you're right. But with both these scores up on eval right now, I mean, they're neck and neck, 37.75, 37.4.
Yeah, Springfield putting up consistent scores, 12-5, 12-5, 12-7-5. You know, you hit that mid to high 12 score, and you're looking good.
I have a feeling that Springfield is going to come back on high bar, but we'll see. I mean, they're still a pretty big like point differential, right? It's about 5 points,
Yeah,
5.6.
it looks like 5.6 right now, with one score still waiting to come in on each for each team.
I do think William Mary has the leg up, but I want to see Springfield just knock out of the park for this last rotation, and make it as close of a meet as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, anything is possible. Both of these events, there's a lot that can go wrong. There's a lot that can go right. So we'll see. And Bloom and Mary really has that momentum going behind them. You know, they came off what, 2 sticks on high bar.
I mean, I think that was their first fall
3
of the meet,
sticks.
right? Mark Fu. I think the rest of them they've gone.
I think they had one sat double front on floor.
Oh, on floor. That's right. Okay.
So 2 falls so far. Out
And
of
then
20
Springfield, they had the
routines.
one on vault. I think
Yeah.
that was it. Or did they have the other one?
They also had a double front fall on floor, I think. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
they're at 2 falls as well.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty neck and neck for both of them. I mean, look at these final scores: 50.9, 50.7.
Yeah, they're neck and neck. On meet, one more event. Let's see them close this meet off great. Still in their one touch here, okay.
I actually have a feeling that William Mary is going to put up some big scoring P-bar routines here. I mean, just from the rest of the meet so far, they've had some impressive gymnastics today, and I can only imagine that P-bars will just be just as good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. With the harder gymnastics comes higher risk, of course. So we'll see what happens.
Have you seen the gym that they train in?
William and Mary?
Yeah.
I have not actually, no.
It's honestly pretty small. So like the fact that
Really?
it was kind of like Minnesota, where
Yeah.
it's small. So seeing these guys put up these big routines like this and having
Yeah.
a training facility the way that they do is honestly just a testament to like their passion, their love for the sport, and their ability to just like work through. So I don't know, I'm kind of rooting for them right now.
Yeah.
Springfield, I got you in the back of my heart, but William Mary, I'm a little biased. I did grab dinner last night with a former William Mary captain. So, oh yeah, Robbie told me to tell you hi, Akash.
Oh, nice. Haven't seen Ravi in a minute.
He's a married man now. He's a corporate lawyer.
Wow, good for him. Congrats. Tell him I say hi too.
I will.
And if we're looking at the scores, so William and Mary only needs a 46.8 to break a 310.
Whoa. Okay,
That's,
wait,
I
hold on.
mean,
Let's go to the all around scores for the year for everybody on Road to Nationals.
yeah,
310. Hold on. Let's put them. I mean, a 310 is gonna put them. Wow, actually, like in the 8th position.
yeah, exactly.
Because
This is,
Army right now is averaging a 308, and they're number 8. So if they can get that up there, that's going to be huge.
yeah, and 46 is, I mean, less than a 12 average, so it's very doable. This is this has been a huge meet for them so far, and they can close this off and get a really big score. And I mean, it's not like Springfield is too far behind either. I mean, they're on pace to go mid 400, which is putting them in top 10 range.
Well, it's so Springfield's average right now 301.5, and their high is a 305. I think you're right. If they with the 357, if they score, yeah, they could definitely get right within their average and their high. William
Yeah,
Mary, on the other hand, their average is a 300.9, and then their high is a 306. I think they're definitely going to beat their high. This is going to be their highest scoring meet of the year so far.
I think so. I think so. I think both teams are in striking distance of their highs. If not, William and Mary ready to blow theirs out the park.
Wait, this is interesting. I didn't know that there are now 6 teams in the ECAC, and that's
Yeah,
with a team getting cut. I mean, USC got cut, right? So there was only 5 teams when I was competing there,
they're
and
the
then
biggest. They're the biggest conference. Yeah,
they are. You got Army, Navy, Greenville, Springfield, William Mary, Simpson. Dang, that's
yeah,
awesome! Oh my God, that makes me
yeah.
so happy to see.
Oh,
I just want to see some more Big Ten schools, right? You got Michigan, Penn, Ohio, Nebraska, and
I
Illinois.
know.
Okay, so you got 5.
Yeah, we lost Iowa and Minnesota recently because of COVID.
Yeah. Did you? I don't know if you saw, but the Iowa women's team just got a brand new gym.
Oh wow.
And it was either Iowa or Minnesota, but either way. Sorry, we'll focus on Zachary Patrick here, starting off strong on P bars for William Mary.
Yeah, another jump to L. Very unique start that I haven't seen very much. But look at the
That was a
pop on that
floaty
to
to
L.
Pell.
Yeah, he was just flying there, waiting for the bar to come to him.
Oh, one bar stunts. You love to see it.
Yeah,
A little bit of leg separation on that peach, but the rest has all been really clean.
stick.
Okay.
Wow,
Do you think they'll give him Pike credit for that?
I think so. I think so.
A little heel click at the end.
That was great.
Got Jaden Loudstein starting off on Springfield for high bar. Big Milwaukee to start. He's channeling his inner Bart Derulo, or Bart, yeah, with his tattooed arm and high bar prowess.
Winding up. Big double twisting, double layout. Just maybe let go a little early, took it a little too far, and under rotated. It's going to be a great leadoff routine for Springfield, but rest of their lineups, you can see they're over there getting locked in.
I'm honestly loving the representation from Springfield right now. I mean, having like almost a full black lineup on high bar to end off the meet is really cool.
This is really cool. Yeah, they're making big impact on the team.
No, that's a big impact. I mean, there's also the representation coming from our side, Akash. There's a kid on, I believe he's on Michigan, on the Bangladeshi national team, who's fallen first.
I think I lost you there.
Oh, I was saying that there's just there's more representation on our side too, right? Like you have this kid following after Syke Caesar on the Bangladeshi national team.
Oh, really? Who's on the
From
Bangladeshi team?
he's from Michigan, I believe. He's either on Michigan or Illinois. But I was
Okay.
checking him out the other day. So
Yeah.
that's a cool. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty
then you
awesome.
have
I know they have
a
one
band
guy
of
who's on the Syrian
too.
national team.
Wait, for which team?
Michigan has a guy on. I think this. I'm pretty sure he's on the Syrian national team.
Wait, that's pretty cool. They got 2 Olympians and that. Damn.
Yeah.
Dang. Sorry. Okay, Nico Greenlee to starting. A little bit of a step, but that's okay.
Nice Healy catches almost in the handstand.
Yeah, that was extended. Just these little handstand walks are killing him.
Yeah, every little hand movement, that's a tenth. Judge can just keep writing down those tenths. Ooh, big dismount. Takes it a little
Nothing
too
wrong with a
far
little too much
forward.
power.
Yeah.
Hey, Cameron Rhymes is his first routine of the meet.
Big Yamawaki.
That was big. Whoa!
Triple.
I was not expecting that. That was massive.
Kick that out bar height.
Yeah, he did.
Huge.
I'm loving the resurgence of triple backs just all across NCAA right now. This is
Yeah.
cool.
And again, that's because of that, double value for the dismount. He
So
gets an F
on high bar,
value
what is
on
that, an
that
F?
skill. It's an F. Yep. So he gets 6 tenths for the dismount value, and then for the element group, he gets another 6 tenths. Compared to, let's say, a full twisting double layout, you only get 4 tenths for the element there and 4 tenths for the element group. That's a four
That's a
tenths swing.
410 edge right there.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Evan Wilkins.
Nice jump peach hand,
I think this
pops
is
right
his
up.
third routine of the meet. Whoa, he's speeding along through this.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if that Stutz got handstand credit, but he continued it on like it was nothing.
Oh. Is he all right?
Just a little bit short on that, but the rest of their team was honestly pretty solid.
Yeah. Man.
I don't think that's going to take William Mary out of the lead, though. I think they'll still keep their cap.
I think so. I think so.
We see in the background with another Springfield guy going up.
Will Wilson. Nice. See a lot of these one-arm giants from everyone. Low potential for deduction, and the Zuliman's C, so pretty high value.
Oh, they downgraded the Zuliman?
No, it's always been a C.
Oh, I don't know why. I thought it was a D in my head. Ah, nice stick.
Nice stick. Solid lineup so far from both teams. Just some hiccups on some dismounts here and there.
One thing I did notice about this high bar rotation is, I mean, I know that there are only 8 skills now, but the routines just seem so much shorter.
Yeah, they do. Things move faster with 8 skills.
Yeah.
It does seem like William and Mary, or Springfield is taking advantage of counting back giants as an A, front giants as an A, pirouettes as an A. Um, pad some of those routines with some of these A value skills.
Yeah.
In favor of, like, we saw a triple back dismount. If instead of doing you count 2 A's and you do a triple back dismount rather than counting 2 B's and a full twisting double layout dismount, it's the same value. So
Same value. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
We got Mark Fu up as the last guy on William and Mary for on P bars, and this is, I think, his third routine of the meet. He's been a pretty big contributor for this meet so far for William and Mary.
Yeah. We didn't see him on the first 3, but he's rounding out the team for the last 3 events.
And anchoring the last event. Okay, this got to be a good routine.
Yeah.
I love how they have the judges table set up on high bar in the middle of the floor.
Get the best angle right there.
Are we starting off
Ooh,
with the side?
side glide. I love it. I started off my routine with a side glide one year. Super unique and cool.
No, I like it. I'm just always afraid that the bar will break.
Whoa. That was one of
Crazy
the best
Maguts.
Makuts. No pause on the one bar.
See why
That's
he's the anchor.
world class. Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Finished
This is a
strong. Let's
second
go.
pirouette.
Wow. That, yeah. I see why he's the anchor. That's going to be a big
He
score.
looks happy with that routine. His team is happy. They rounded that up pretty well.
And you see, they've already broken a 300. They're right around their season average with one routine, one score still to come. So this is gonna be a big score, team score for
Yeah,
them.
well. And we do have Whoa, a connection from
Huge
Caleb Palacio.
connection. That was floaty. It looked like he was on a trampoline or something.
It did.
Double
Oh,
twisting, double stick. What?
both these guys ended with solid routines as anchors. That was a crazy finish.
Wow. Wow, I'm speechless.
Now this was a fun meet to watch.
Yeah.
Both these teams really showed out all the way. They see what that final looks like. But yeah, you're right. William Mary did. They're 3,300.6 right now is exactly their average of the year, and they're missing one full score. This is gonna be the highest score of their season so far.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm expecting a mid 13 or something from Mark Fu, and that's gonna put them at a 313 or 314.
That's gonna
That
put them in the top like 7, 8.
that's the same as Michigan's average, a
Yeah, it
314.
is. Yeah, it is.
We're talking about a team that people are saying can contend with for the NCAA title, and watching William Mary put up a score that's going to be around their
I
average. That's
don't think
huge.
that they were overscored at all this meet. Like
Oh,
I truly feel like they were given like accurate scoring this meet on both
both
sides.
teams, absolutely. 13-0
Oh,
for Caleb Palacio to finish off. I mean, that routine was massive.
and they are counting 2 falls as well with their season high.
That is
So
true.
there's a lot of room for improvement there as well.
Yeah. Wow, only a
Oh,
12-9
you
for
were right
Mark
on the
Fu.
dot, 12-9.
Ooh. I was hoping for a mid 13, but still big score. 13 or 50.3 on parallel bars, 313.5. William and Mary takes it over Springfield, 307.2. Both these teams shattered their season high.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like Evan Wilkins took that floor title 14-2. Yeah, that was a big routine. Caleb makes sense right afterwards, 13-8. And Connor Barrow, again from William & Mary with a 13-7-5. I mean, the top 5 scores are all within, I mean, except for number 1, but, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are all within a couple tenths of each other. And
Yeah,
roughly the same difficulty.
yeah, really close. Again, shows you both these teams were neck and neck.
We got number 1 and 2 for Springfield, Devin Falstein and Gio Mantia on pommel horse, scoring right next to each other, 13-2-5, 13-2. And William Mary with the third place, the 12.8.
That's my boy Jared.
This does
Nice.
make sense, though, because they had the highest difficulties. Well, 4-4 and 4-6.
They did, yeah. And uh, like we said, both these teams executed amazing on horse. It was hard to find any deductions, so it was really just a matter of who did better difficulty. I mean, all these execution scores, 8-4 to 8-8-5. They're to 8-9. I guess there's not a huge range here because they all just did great. And on
Evan
rings,
Wilkins again.
yeah, 2 titles.
Well, William Mary took they took the top 4 spots on this event.
Wow, they swept this. All above 9-0 execution.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Yeah. Yep, and I think it's these 2 events, rings, and here we see vault, where William and Mary kind of took that separation from Springfield. Connor Barrow, this was a clear-cut winner.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best vaults we've seen all season in the NCAA, bar none.
He might get Specialist of the Week or even Gymnast of the Week for the NCAA or for ECAC. With that routine, I could totally see it.
He should, absolutely. And Will Wilson with a beautiful 2.5 too. 14-0. Evan Reichert rounds it out with that stuck cause full for the bronze.
Keeps in the name, Caleb Palacio.
Yep.
Springfield #1 on P-bars. Yeah, that was a good routine.
Stuck dismount, 9-0 execution. That speaks for itself. And Zach Patrick, yep, rounding it out. Top 3, Zach Patrick. And Mark Fu, 12-9. That I can't get over that Makuts. That's one of the best I've ever seen.
That was a good Makuts. I did like that.
It reminds me of like Marcel Nguyen, parallel bars, like Olympic world medalist over here. I think it was on that level of execution.
He compete for the Netherlands? What team was he?
Germany.
Germany, that's what it was. That's right. Okay.
Yep. And Luke Tully pulling out the win on high bar for the 13-3, 9-2 execution. Hitting a 9-0 execution on high bars. Really, really tough.
It was unheard of.
Yeah. And we have 2 of them here. Caleb Palacio, anchor. I mean,
also absolutely worth it. Wow.
Yeah. Ricky Pisen.
Yeah, that connection to Kachev was really impressive.
Yeah. Top 3, all very near that 9-0 execution or higher.
Yeah, we're seeing Caleb taking the gold on all around. I mean, that was expected.
Yep.
And Luke Tully and Will Wilson with the silver and bronze. Wow. William and Mary, they just destroyed their team score and team average with this 313.5. Impressive on there. They should be very, very proud today. And honestly, same with Springfield. A 307.2. That's not a bad score at all. And I mean, they showed out today. A little hiccups here and there, but no, they had a good meet.
Yeah, I keep saying it. I'm seriously excited for ECAC championships. I think it's going to be the meet to watch this year. So all you at home, sign in for, or tune in for that. Awesome. Well, all you at home, it's been great commentating for you. I'm Akash Modi.
And I'm Asad Jooma. It was great to have you guys on. This was fun, Akash.
Yeah, this was great. We got to see some seriously world-class gymnastics here, and some of the best in the NCAA.
Excited for the rest of the season. This is gonna be a showstopper all the way through.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Akash, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Catch you later.